So we've got a $15 donation from Chrome.
Thank you, Chrome.
I say Tom Cruise and Ben Murray.
Oh.
You are both stuck in Groundhog Day time loops. Decide what the other person has to do to get out of their loop. But you each get to decide when your own loop starts and resets. Okay.
Oh, okay. My own loop starts when I'm born, and it ends when I'm 100 years old.
Wow.
And if I die at any point, I restart my loop.
Okay.
No, hang on. I don't want to be like a kid again.
Right, and the thing that you have to do to break the loop, take a single breath.
Shit. Should have waited. So life is normal then for me.
So you could have it right now, and you've already broken the curse.
Okay, Tom, you do a good, kind deed, a pure deed.
Pure deed.
Yeah, you have to do something that is like super kind and helpful and of no advantage to yourself at all.
But isn't that the that thing? Can you ever do a good deed?
Well, exactly. You'll have to find that out as part of your Groundhog Day. You've got to get all philosophical about it.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
A pure selfless act.
I guess give myself like a week. I don't know.
Do you get to know what it is when you're in the loop, or do you have to figure it out?
Yeah, you have to figure it out.
Because that's part of the problem, right? Like, Bill Murray could have done it. Like, if he'd known what it was.
You had to love.
You had to learn to love, or something?
Love, a thing like that.
Stop being such a dick.
Okay. Wow. Someone said they should be forced to paint all of their minis.
Shit, I'm trapped forever.
Yeah. Oh god, but you have 1 day to do it. Although I guess it depends on like what you count. Just get two rattle cans. Just put them all on a big heap. Just spray into the pile.
three coats done.
Flick other paints at them. Great. They all have 3 colors on. Technically, that's all painted.
Technically done. The best kind of done.
That's the dream. Oh, thank you, Chrome.
Thank you, Chrome. But yeah, if it had to be a day rather than like...
Yeah, I guess it has to be a day.
I think you just have to go with it starts when you wake up and it ends when you go to sleep, right? Like, what other benefit?
Yeah.
There's no more advantageous timing window.
1 minute, starting now.
The loop starts at the point where you start taking your first shit of the day, and the loop ends
when you are done pooping.
You've got 5 minutes.
Sure.
So you
have to fall in love.
So you've got to like. I reckon you've got like 10 minutes. But it starts the moment you sit down and you're desperate for a shit. So you have to decide, do you want to try and complete your quest in 10 minutes, but you're fucking desperate for a shit the whole time? Or do you try and do your poop as quickly as possible and then have a smaller window to like finish your quest?
Okay, that sounds more hilarious. Yeah.
That's my answer for Tom.
Poop window. Sure. Yeah. Okay, I love it.
Oh.
Wow. Gross. God, you get real fucking sick of shitting after a while.
You would be so fucking sick of it, wouldn't you? Oh, but you'd have an eternity without ever like sleeping or eating. It would fucking suck.
But then you never feel hungry, right?
Oh, that's true. And you always get that like post-poo relief.
Like, oh.
You're just like, oh, that's so good.
Oh. Wow.
So not the worst.
So Gabriel from Nottingham donates $10. Thank you, Gabriel. And they say, Bonk and Thump. I ordered a copy of Battle for Skull Pass, and it arrived this morning.
Ooh.
It's intact. It even has the little dwarf captive and the pony wagon. Nostalgia is high today.
Oh
if you could have any starter / multi-army set reprinted, Which would it be?
This is a legit good starter set. I mean,
great,
it's like 10 years, 20 years old by now, but it's really cool.
The fucking Gobbos in it were so good.
These were some of the best Night Goblins they ever did.
Yeah, because these were the updated ones. They're all single piece. Fucking great. Like, really, really good.
You got a little idol, you got a tied up dwarf, you got the spider riders, you got the troll was a bit shit. But
the troll's fun.
Characters were great. And then the dwarves, what did you get for the dwarves? Just like a bit of everything, really.
Yeah, those
Including
dwarves
like
were
a
all...
treasure wagon.
Yeah, because that was for one of the missions. Yeah, they were two like solid armies, but man, just those Gobbos, it was such fucking value. Like 60 Gobbos. You didn't really need that many repeats of Spider Riders.
No, they weren't the best unit. But also, this was a really good rule set. This was one of the better... was it 7th edition or 6th? Oh, it's going to bother me now. Which edition of the rules was this? Or 5th? No, it wasn't 5th. It must have been 6th edition,
I think
right?
it's 6th, because 7th is Skaven and High Elves.
Oh, no, here we go. It says 7.
Oh. So
8th was
is
Skaven and High Elves.
High Elves.
This actually is my favourite edition of Warhammer, I think. A couple of the army books were super OP, but if you got rid of like the vampires, the dark elves, and the demons, which were like some of the last books to come out of 7th, this was the best set.
7th when Death Stars were king, or 7th still heavy cav?
8th was Death Stars.
So 7th is heavy cav.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But there were lots of counters to heavy cav still.
Yeah. Like fanatics.
Yeah.
But it was just a heavy kang.
Oh, MCU. Yeah, by the end of 7th, it was lots of like Dark Elf, like Dark Riders.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay.
But that's why I said you got to take out the Dark Elves from this equation and the vampires who had the like magic, super magic spam. But those were like the end of the edition books that came out that were super strong.
You exposed that army, it was like two Hydras.
2 Hydras.
Like 6 units of fucking Dark Riders. 2 units of Cold One Knights.
The Invincible Lord with the reverse ward save.
Yeah.
It sucked. And the Hydra was so fucking overpowered. But that was like the last like book of the edition.
Although that's the version, this is a story I've definitely told before, but not for a long time.
Okay.
Of a friend of mine went to a tournament, basically with that army.
Mm-hmm.
He always played, dirty armies.
Sure.
And that was one where, like, turn 1, his opponent had cast Comet of Cassandora, and it didn't come down until like turn 5 or 6.
Oh, so it was just covered almost the entire board with this mega comet.
At which stage it hit the entire board and just destroyed his entire army.
Oh, because every unit got hit for like 2d6 hits, but they're all 5-man units.
Yeah, it's all 2d6 strength 5 or 6 hits. And he's just all of these like units of shades and
the Dark Riders just got deleted.
Instantly die.
Oh.
His army is wiped, and he's just like,
serves him right.
That should have happened. Like the odds of that happening.
Oh, that's so good.
Bam. So that is a retelling for sure, but
it's a good one.
It's a fun tale.
Yeah, I had a Lisbon army for 7th, and I had to always include a couple of units. I had 2 units of pterodons just because they could once per game drop rocks. And so they could fly 20 inches over these little units of light cav and just do the 2d6 strength 4 hits or whatever it was, I forget.
Yeah, something
just
to plink.
Drop rocks on them and just take them off the board because there was so much effective missile cavalry in that game. And then the rest of my army could march around without having to worry about it. Yeah, I fucking love it. This was one of my favorites. A great starter set for a great rules set. It's a hard one to top. I don't think I've got a better one than this. The Skaven models for the 8th edition.
The Skaven and High Elves one. Those, once again, that was a great starter set.
Blood Isles?
Isle of Blood?
Yeah, Island of Blood. The Skaven models in this set were great.
Pretty cool.
And actually, the High Elf models were pretty fucking good too, especially the Swordmasters and the Sea Guard.
Yeah, it was just a great fucking set.
The miniatures were great. I didn't like the rule set they came in, but it was a great set.
I kind of liked 8th. The kind of change towards the bigger units, and
the main thing that bothered me was just how powerful the spells were. You could just delete units with the spells.
Yeah.
And
magic was a bit.
And monsters were very strong as well. They gave them extra free stomp attacks.
Yeah, because this was the point where every army had giant monsters.
But the one that, from ultimate nostalgia, the 3rd edition was my first one.
What's that?
Goblins versus Elves. I think it even had a name. Maybe it was 4th.
With the cardboard on the paunch.
Yep, cardboard Rocklobber, cardboard Griffin, cardboard Grom. The models, obviously, of their time.
Yeah.
But that's the first set. I never had it. My friend had it. And we played a few battles of it. It was like one of the first intros to Warhammer.
Okay.
You even got movement trays. It's the only edition that came with movement trays.
Ooh.
And the cardboard tower.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
I've seen people use these cardboard stands before.
Which I love. I love people busting those out as their legal miniatures. Especially the Orc Dreadnought in 40k.
Yeah.
And hiding units behind them is just fucking hilarious. It's so fucking stupid.
Oh, it takes me back.